I was kind of like, I didn't want to talk to nobody. So I started talking to people. I just want to go out on dates, spend your money on me. It ain't that serious. I'm not looking for no titles and anything. I did find myself crying at random times of the day just because, you know, my life changed. And not just my life, my daughter's life as well. But after that, I put my big girl panties on and I started getting back on the scene myself. Like, this nigga been on the scene their whole relationship, so why am I sitting here crying? Y'all, it's been so long, girl. It's been so long, but hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tierra if you're new. Y'all, today's video is a little different, girl. We in a different space, totally different mindset. Let's just get into y'all. Let's address the elephant in the room. It's been 6 months, 6 long months. Your girl is single. Like, who would have thought me out of all people, like, would go through 6 years, well, almost 7, just to be single again? But girl, let's get into it. I had y'all to ask me some questions, and we're just gonna get into some little Q&A just to catch up, give y'all a rundown of how life been since this big drastic change and where I'm at in life, like as far as my headspace, etc, etc. All right, first question: how has life been since your new transition? Y'all, if I say life hasn't been great, I'll be lying. Like, look at your girl, like, she's glowing, okay? Life has been great, y'all. It's like I kind of needed that to get me to where I am today, because for one, I felt like I was real dependent on someone when, you know, you should be independent. Not saying, wait, let me reverse that. When you have a man, you should be very dependent but independent at the same time. Like, of course I had my stuff going, but at the same time I was very dependent on him. Like, we were away from our family, so of course, me being a woman, he's the closest thing I have. So it's like I was very dependent on this person. So being that I'm alone now, I see that, girl, if you can get through that, you can get through anything. Like, literally months later, I got my own apartment, so it's nothing that you can't overcome. So yeah, I love that it showed me how strong I was, even though I know I was strong the whole time. But you know, sometimes you need that extra push, that extra heartbreak to, like, girl, woman up, let's get to it, in other words. So yeah, life has been great. Next question: do you think your child has adapted to the co-parenting? I want to say yes. I will never, ever speak on my co-parenting situation on YouTube. That's just like my private life. Plus, I know my daughter watches my channel every day, so yeah, I don't want her to come on here and come across nothing that she shouldn't see. Plus, I feel like that person isn't on YouTube, so I wouldn't get on here and just bashing him. And I gotta deal with this man for another few years, if so. So, you know, everything copacetic, whatever happens. Next question: did you grow as a person within this relationship? Yes. The relationship itself, I feel like it really matured me, very much so. Like, moving away from home, I think I was like 21 years old when I moved with him. I'm not sure, but moving away from home and just, you know, putting on my big girl panties, I feel like it just made me grow up faster. Because if it wasn't for him and just trying to push me to come move with him and etc, I feel like I would have probably been at my mom's house for a couple of more years, not gonna lie. But yeah, I definitely feel like that relationship helped me grow, which is why I don't regret it at all. But I do hate the way that it ended, not because I missed the person, but simply because it's like, you know, disappointment, slap in the face, etc. But yeah, the relationship itself, yeah, it was a leveling up type relationship. So for that, I am grateful. Yeah. Next question: do you feel like you could be happy on your own? Yes. Not gonna lie though, I was so used to sleeping with somebody, just having somebody in my bed, that the first few nights in my own home, y'all, I couldn't sleep. Like, the first 2-3 nights, I couldn't sleep. I didn't get no sleep. Probably when the sun came up, or just say like 3-4 in the morning, that's when I really got my good sleep. But at first, I couldn't sleep because I was never used to sleeping by myself. Growing up, it was either me and my twin. Then when I moved with him, it was me and him. Then Neighbor came along, it was me, him, and Neighbor. But now I try to make Neighbor sleep in her own bed. Like, baby, we both learning something. You learning to sleep by yourself, and I'm learning to sleep by myself too. So it is what it is. But now, baby, I get in this bed and sleep peacefully, okay? This all me. This is me. So yeah, y'all, it's been a long 6 months, but we styling, profiling, and looking good while doing it, period. Next question. What aspects of yourself do you want to prioritize now that you're single? First thing first is my appearance. I feel like when you show up looking the way that you want to feel, or looking the way that you want your day to go, I feel like your day, your life, your situation will be way better. Meaning that, just say, even if I'm going to the store, I need to have on a matching two-piece set, or some shorts with a graphic tee, or you know, something cute. I don't want to just walk outside like I'm rolling out of bed. So it would definitely be my appearance. Just say my self-love, because going through something that you know you don't have to go through, that's like a lack of self-love. I don't care what nobody say. If you love yourself enough, you'll end the situation. Just stop going through it altogether. So it'll definitely be my appearance, self-love, self-motivation, just everything off for self. Putting me first, no matter if I have to cut off somebody I love, etc., etc. Like, I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first. Next question. Have you started dating? Yes, I have started dating. I mean, look at me. Who wouldn't want? Let me stop. But yeah, y'all, I have started dating. It ain't nothing to it but to do it. It ain't nothing to it. Yeah, I started dating. What that? Who gonna whoop my butt? Why I gotta sit around and say it? Alright, next question. What is your perspective of love/relationships now? I literally still feel the same way I used to feel about love. I love love. I'm such a lover girl. Like, I just want to be in my soft girl era. That's it. That's all. Like, we got a problem, let's talk about it. We don't have to argue. We don't have to put each other down in the process. Like, let's just talk about it like mature adults. I feel like when I know that I got my soft man, you know, we're gonna be good. So I still feel the same way I feel about love. It ain't nothing changed. Just cause, you know, you go through one bad relationship don't mean that you just start giving up on love, or just saying that, oh, I don't want a relationship. I was like that for a minute now, not gonna lie. At first, I feel like, not to say too much, but at a certain point, I was like, you know, I'm not looking for nothing. Whatever happens, happens. I just want to go out on dates, spend your money on me, you know, whatever. It ain't that serious. I'm not looking for no titles in it. But now, we'll just have to stay tuned and see. Next question. Did you compromise too much in the relationship? I feel like the main thing that I compromised was my self-worth, my self-love, like my morals. Just say my morals, because I did tolerate a lot of stuff that I know I wouldn't or shouldn't be tolerating. And yeah, but I can tell you this, when you just so used to a person, when you comfortable with a person, and especially when a child is in the mix, you stay around for stuff that you know you shouldn't stay around for. You know you should have been left a long time ago, but you still trying to stick it out, hoping and praying that one day it's gonna go the way that you wanted to go. But newsflash, girl, if it ain't working, exit. Don't wait years. Don't waste your youthful years being so hopeful for a person that knowing they don't want to change until it's too late. So, and that's just in general. I'm not just speaking on my situation. I'm just saying in general. Next question. What things did you do to help your transition and starting over? Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. At first, I was kind of like, I didn't want to talk to nobody. Simply because I felt like men were, I'm not gonna say a waste of time, but kind of was a waste of time. And I feel like everybody just want me for looks and stuff. I feel like people just lust over me, and I still do feel like that, don't get me wrong, but I feel like people can't handle me, as in me. You always have men that want to dim your light. They want to try to make you look less than what you're used to, or just trying to treat you a certain way just to bring you down. So at first I was kind of like, you know, it is what it is. You want to take me out, spend your money, be my guest, but that's it, that's all. But I ain't gonna lie, I did have a change of heart. But yeah, if I would have kept on, oh, I didn't even answer the question. What I did was I started talking to people. Not gonna lie, I did do self-healing because I did find myself crying at random times of the day, just because, you know, my life changed, and not just my life, my daughter's life as well. But after that, I put my big girl panties on and I started getting back on the scene myself. Like, this nigga been on the scene their whole relationship, so why am I sitting here crying? I can't say if I would have stayed in that mindset to where I'm just crying and like feeling like everybody was a waste of time, I probably would never just get in another relationship if that was the case. Me being me, I know that when one door closes, another one opens. So I know that there's better out there. I know. And I know that I'll get just the love and respect and just everything that I deserve. So next question. What piece of advice would you give to younger girls or your younger self about finding yourself and learning who you are? So for one, number one, I would say never dim your light to let another person feel like they're comfortable enough to walk in your shadows, walk beside you, just be in your life in general. Never dim you, never change you, just be yourself. Never accept the bare minimum or anything that you know you're not willing to accept. Never lower your morals. If you feel like something is wrong, listen to your gut. Don't wait years, months, even seconds at that case to check into it, girl. You gotta check these niggas. When I say check these niggas, I mean you gotta check these niggas, okay? But yeah, girl, just don't waste your time in dead situations. Point blank period. Take it from me, like, don't waste your time in dead situations. Because if I knew then what I knew now, I would have been left. And that's no shade, but at the end of the day, when you love somebody, you just love them. And I was praying like, God, please give me a sign. Please just show me what's what. Had so many signs and didn't listen to them. I'm like, no, I need a physical sign. So he showed me just that. And that was that, girl. Just put yourself first. Listen to your gut feelings and get you somebody who loves you for you. Somebody who's willing to talk and communicate. Somebody who's willing to just reassure you without lies. Keyword, without lies. All right, y'all, last question. Do you feel like your all-around style has changed much from your mid-20s until now? Was it intentional or did it just happen? So yeah, I did feel like my style has changed. It was kind of intentional, being that I'm getting older. I'm a mom now. You know, I want to lead by example. So I used to be into a lot of stuff that I know that I shouldn't have been, or just, you know, say and do a lot of stuff that was probably a bad example for people who look up to me. But I'll always be myself. But this time I'm just doing it with more grace, more maturity, more style, and, you know, just moving how a young lady should. Y'all, that was my last question. Sorry that it's so short, but this was just a brief intro to like the new side of my channel. I've been gone for 5 whole months, and you know, the vlogs are gonna hit different now that I'm in my new space. We got everything coming. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe one day I'll go into more details about the situation. I don't know, because I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like that's gonna bring problems that I don't want to stir up, that I don't care to stir up, to be honest. But yeah, let me know how y'all feel about this video. Thank y'all for sitting here catching up with me, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.